So I was about to put the headers back on, but I would like for this car to be a little more quiet. And I have a glass pack muffler, a cherry bomb, inside of this part of this header. And there's another muffler, header muffler, built into these two tubes. And these two tubes I didn't like on the car. They're too long, make the pipes come out too far, and the pipes kind of tilt down a little, and I just never liked them. So I decided I'm going to cut these tubes down, make them shorter, with the idea that I can add them onto the header pipe. So here's what we have, and you can see this is the muffler in there, if you want to call that a muffler. There is something around the edge of this. It looks like it's a foam or something. That's it. So I'm not sure how much longer this inner ring goes in here, but that will still give me some mufflering. Yeah, we'll see how that works out. That'll be interesting. So I'm gonna cut this one the same. And then we're gonna try, I'll show you, we're gonna try attaching these onto the ends of these. For one thing, see the battery right here? Well, this exhaust comes out right where the battery is. That can't be good for it. So this will at least get this out past that battery. And what used to happen is it kind of, I felt like with those tips on it, kind of came out and hung down, and it didn't look good. But I like it there like that. So yeah, that's what we're shooting for. I'm going to mark the other one and cut it. And we'll go with that. Back when I was a young feller, I say young feller, I'll just say a young man, my dad was pretty good that all us young folks was destroying the world. And, you know, I look back and remember the things that he was worried about. And I realize that maybe that's just something that happens, you know. All the old folks think they know how the world should work, and all the young folks think that they know how the world should work. And you know, the world hasn't necessarily been destroyed. It's just gotten different as time goes along. There's things that people put up with that they wouldn't have put up with at other times, and there's new things that happens, and the world changes. I mean, you take right now, we got artificial intelligence, we got robots. Thinking the other day about every so often somebody comes up and says, well, the president is losing his mind, or he's not capable, or he doesn't speak clearly, or he doesn't say the right thing. It occurred to me, in today's world, technological people, and we have some technological people getting involved in government right now, could invent a president. I mean, they could elect a real person. That real person could, let's just say, die. You know, have a heart attack or stroke in the middle of the night. Well, as long as you can make images, especially talking, moving images of that person, then you can still let that person continue to be the president, and you can just have people to come up with what kind of policies they want and what they want that president to support and how they want that president to look. And the reality is they could probably make a better looking president than a real president, because a real president is subject to goof up. Like, you know, you get a real president in front of a crowd and he says the wrong thing, and the news media picks it up, and they play that over and over again till they just about actually, literally sometimes do, drive them right out of office just because they misspoke somewhere. Well, if we had a artificial intelligence president, which, like I said, we've got people involved in politics right now that could create such a thing. They could create a president that never made those kind of gaffes and mistakes. You know, they could take everything the president's going to say and put them in front of a test group, and the test group could vote on whether they like the president like that or not. Then they could redesign the president and re-record the president and create an image of the president or any other political or religious official. And yeah, that could be what we have to look forward to in this. I'll tell you something though. Sometimes I'm kind of glad I'm as old as I am, because if y'all are about to destroy the world, I'll let y'all live through it. I'm hoping I'll be gone, so that I don't have to be involved in it or be a part of it. I can just look down from heaven and say, "I told you so. I told you so." I'm pretty sure my dad's probably looking down at me a lot of the times. He's saying, "I told you not to do that. I told you you was gonna mess this and that up. I told you so." You know, I'm pretty sure that there's a lot of "I told you so's" out there looking down at us from heaven, our ancestors and such. But we're still gonna mess up, because that's the nature of people. People mess up. We ain't perfect. If we was perfect, we wouldn't have needed Jesus to come down here and save us and all. Y'all picking up what I'm putting down? This one here is loose. I wonder if that's a problem. It might be something I need to. That might be something I need to address. That inside part is moving around, and this one is stuck over here. Might not be a bad idea to take and put a little spot weld on the lower side of this than on one side of it. Anyway, I don't think it'll come out, but it feels like it might. I wouldn't want that to blow out while I was going down the road. Oh, you know what else I could do is put a screw. That's something that I was able to do up there. I was able to get a screw into that where I put that muffler. I could do the same thing if I figure out where my clamp is going to be and put my screw, like give me a big tack screw. If I put my screw on the opposite side of where my clamp is, like if I put this, show y'all what I'm talking about. If I put this clamp down and I put a screw up here on top to hold this in. See how that's loose there? It's moving. It actually moves. So if I put a screw in there opposite of that, then when I put it on the car, I put it like this, and the screw will be down here where you won't see it. Let's do that. Let's do that very thing right now. I like them. Okay. Now let's get back to. I think I'm gonna want to get under the car and put that wire under it. I may want to do that before I put that exhaust header over there. I think I can get under here and grab that wire and take it right over there where that battery is. Before I put that on.